field. I see norteños as I see sureños. I see sureños as I see norteños. I see bulldogs. Whoa, 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 whoa. I see bulldogs as I see bulldogs. Shout out to the Bulldogs, bro. I grew up in a time when we had no funk with the Bulldogs.
Pocho, you're lame, dog. Quit saying my name, dog. You thirsty getting clout. You get no views on your podcast anyways, dog. Stop capping, my boy. Yeah, you reached out. You talk good about me. I never did an interview with you, my boy. You wanted to go on live. I never did, because why? I know what it is. You're making a narrative that's never going to happen. Dog, there's too much bloodshed, too much bullshit going on. Prison is prison. The streets is the streets.
Hey, what do you do? What it is, what it was. This is your boy Pocho of the Chicano Podcast. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications and support a real one in the field. What are we talking about today? Tommy Gunz. Tommy Gunz coming out of Pixley. I was... Shout out to the hater, bro. I be talking shit, but that will be on it too, though. Hey, tell me why, bro. Tell me why. If I had to throw up Pixley, I don't know, dog. I don't know if I could throw up Pixley and say that shit hard. Hey, Southside Pixley on. Shout out to Pixley, though. All 14 of you fools. But anyway, today we just going to talk about, I don't like to talk about the streets a lot. Listen, there's a bunch of stuff going on with San Jose. Those old OGs knocking down the young guy, upstate guy, older norteños, or the downtown shootings, all that. I could get into all the little details of that, but the police can do that, bruh. These, dropout little pages can do that. And I'm not no super gangster, but there's just a certain area that I'm going to work in. Today, we're going to work in this little area that's a balance of the streets and the rap game. Tommy Gunz is a rapper coming out of Pixie, California. They call them upstate Sureños. They never called them anything like that.
Who the f*** is that guy? Who the f*** is that?
They never, when I was growing up, there was no term called upstate, but it is what it is. This vato got popular working with some people in LA. You feel me? Shout out to them. You know what I mean? Has a personality. Some of his music's okay. A little bit like Draco, but got his own little style. Kind of doesn't rhyme on the beat. It sounds cool, but after one or two times, it gets a little boring. But what we're really talking about today is how gangbanging is watered down and how these fools do not know how to gangbang right on all sides. And I'm only going to break this down because it has to do with the rapper and it's already on the internet. And remember, people, this is just my opinion. You guys be really wanting to crash out over another man's opinion. If you don't like me, turn the page. I do like the negative comments, though. And remember, it helps. So let's go. It's good. But Tommy Gunz, another reason why gang banging, I mean, I just keep giving you guys facts after facts after factuals. And go watch Blue Devil's reaction to this because it's on point. Shout out to him and the Hater World chat. Listen, this guy's in Washington. He can't go nowhere, dog, without getting in trouble. He's over there getting into it with his own people, his own friends like Blanco 15, the whitest essay, or what is it, the whitest essay from the Trece. You know what I mean? He's getting into it with his own people. He's getting into Northerners. But now he's in Washington, State. And in Washington State, there's a bunch of people. I didn't know there was Bulldogs there. So anyway, in the video, he already got into altercation. I guess this Norteño / Bulldog / who knows, allegedly, because it does show his face. So I'm going to say allegedly hits him up. And the Norteño we're just going to call him a Norteño, even though it sounds like he was a Bulldog. But the Northerner hits him up and the Northerner has his kid, which is not a good thing necessarily, but you guys have to remember, and Blue Devil said it right. Like, there's no real rules in gangbanging besides, not touching kids and not snitching, you know what I mean? But besides that, bro, if you want to, bro, one of the things I used to do is I used to knock down Southsiders when they had their moms around, bro. And I used to say, this is what you get, for making a Southsider. You know what I mean? That's how I was, bro, respectfully. You know what I mean? I would call them derogatory words. I would not call them Sureños, let me tell you. And I had a real hate for them. They used to make fun of how I used to speak Spanish. That, hablo como un pocho, güey. Hablas como un pocho, güey. That's what they would say. Hablas como un pocho, güey. That's kind of where the pocho started. And then I read a book on pocho. And then one of my Rudy Acuña would call me pinche pocho pelón. At one time I was bald-headed in LA. So I already had a little bit of hate for Mexicans for them making fun of my Spanish. I'm all half Mexican, half Irish, bro. You know what I mean? I had an excuse not to speak good Spanish or pocho Spanish. At least I could speak, motherfuckers. Other fools can't even understand. So anyway, a lot of these upstate Sureños when I was growing up were paisas, so it was, whoo! I was having my fun with them, dog. Me no bang, you know. And then the next day they got shaved head, you know, all that, checking belts, all that, bro. But that led me nowhere. And I had to open my mind, and opening my mind made me open the doors, made me able to go to LA, all over the world, New York, all this, work with everybody. But Tommy Gunz can't do that. He goes to Washington State and gets hit up with a homie that has his kid, because the kid, and the guy even says, I'm on that. It's good. Yeah, I'm really like that. This is crazy, bro. If somebody hit me up, the last thing I'm worried about is their kid. Okay, it'd be one thing if the Norteño was offended that Tommy hit him up and the Norteño was with his kid in the store, but the Norteño hit him up. Tommy, you shouldn't be worried about, and you're over there trying to film. That's another thing. How do you guys film all this shit, dog? Is it really that important, dog? I just remember, like, in gangbanging, if we didn't even have cameras, but if we brought anything out like that, it would be like dry snitching. It'd be like you running to the police because you don't want to handle business in real life. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy. I don't understand why he filmed his own punking. Tommy got punked like a dork, dog. Like, oh man, this game is so watered down. This fool got punked. He goes back and, like a cholo Karen, goes back and says, oh, this fool's trying to hit me up with his kid. And the Norteño does the right thing and says, yeah, I'm on that. I'm like that. Yeah, I'm bad like that. Yeah. And it's so crazy that Tommy's mad at the Norteño for how the Norteño hit him up. If you're mad, bro, get off where you're mad at. It doesn't matter if you're in a store, you know, if you're a gangster fool, come on. And this is what I'm talking about, people, is that all these fools are basically retarded, dog. Like, they're mentally ill little kids that didn't have daddies. And I don't know. It's one thing, dog, to like not have a dad or, this and that, but to spend your life becoming a rapper and then not being able to go nowhere is crazy to me, dog. People, if you become a rapper, be like OGZ. Don't be like Tommy Buns, bro. He over there trying to think he's controversial, but in the end, he's just going to be another regional rapper. And why? He's running around thinking he's so cool. LA, if you're not from LA, eventually, if you don't act like a guest, eventually they're going to kick you out. You go to Washington, you get punked by a dude with his daughter, dog. And then he runs up on you, and you can tell in the video that you back up, even though you throw up your pixelero gang. Bro, get off where you're mad at. You should have got off with no camera. So strike one, camera. Strike two, you should have got off right when he hit you up, dog. Who cares about the kid? Kick the kid, dog. Who cares? You feel me? I knock dudes out in front of their kids all the time, bro, so the kids can know what their father is really about. I used to break these rules because I wanted to show them that I was willing to go there, you know? And that's why I built a lot of hate on me and a lot of hate within me. Because I would hit fools up with their mamas. I would hit fools up with their kids. I didn't care. There was no passes. You know what I mean? The only passes I ever gave were like to fools that were from LA that were just kind of moving up here to get away from things. And they weren't trying to gangbang. They were just trying to live. That's the same thing with like a northerner going like me, going to college over there. And I'm not trying to be no super gangster fool. I never went to prison. None of this, bro. Like my homeboy Ben from White Fence says, the only yard I walked was my front yard. I didn't really have a front yard till way later, but one day I would. Listen, people, if you're gonna gang bang all the way. Like you see these guys in San Jose gang banging, crashing out, going to prison, dying. I respectfully and sadly, that's what gangbangers do, bro. That's what they do best. But you know what they don't do best? Is living for their hood. What they don't do best is making a successful rap career or business. That's not really what they do best. There is some that do good. Some that weren't hurt as bad. See, me, I had privileges. I never went to prisons. I don't got felonies. I can move around and wiggle in the world. I got degrees. I made the right decision in the right moments. And I hope you do too. And Tommy's making a bunch of wrong decisions. And in the end, it's not going to last. These professionals that work with him are not going to want to keep working with the kid that's gangbanging in the streets. That's dangerous, bro. If you're with that guy, the DJ that was helping him or other people, they don't want to be around that. They don't want to see that. Who wants to see a dude hit you up? Who wants to be like a DJ and watch a norteño hit up a sureño and the norteño has a kid and the sureño's this, that? Oh my God, it's like a headache. We still got to make music and make people like us, bro. And so Tommy, bro, you should have never filmed that. You should have hit that fool up immediately. You should have just started swinging on that fool right when he hit you up before. And when he rushed you should have definitely got off. So basically you showed the world how not to gangbang, bro. And you definitely need to get DP'd. I'm not wanting no violence on you, but a little nigga would be good. Get off the internet with that. Stop gangbanging, bro. It's okay. You can be a gang member. Early retirement, bro. Be a rapper. But everybody, kids, 14, 15, 16-year-olds, if you're going to gangbang all the way and stay out the way. If you're going to be a rapper, rap all the way and to see if you even got a chance. But gangbanging in your music will just leave you ended up like Tommy Buns, embarrassed, DP'd, and can't go nowhere, dog. So who are you going to be, OGZ or Tommy Gunz? Anyway, man, again, you guys, this podcast is about trying to shed a little bit of light on how to move in this world, dog, and create small business from rapping to videography to podcasting to girls like nails to there's all kinds of things you can do, tattooing, but how to do it in a righteous way. Even with my podcasting, bro, I try not to go too far. You know, I don't talk about the real street stuff like that's happening in San Jose. I can just mention it, right? Tommy Gunz, he already put all this stuff out on the internet. I'm just reacting to it. There has to be a balance so that you can have longevity in the game. And if you notice, bro, there's a lot of people that started around my time and they already gave up, bro, because they burnt out and crashed out. And your boy Pocho One is still here banging it out with you fools. I really wish you guys would like it, subscribe, and turn on notifications, dog. Support a real one in the field, my boy. Seriously, though, dog, like, honestly, dude, a lot of these fools, if you see, I'm objective as I can be. I talk ish and critique and give props to everybody. I don't just talk all ish to one person. Everybody gets it. Everybody's the same. It's all fair playing field. I see norteños as I see sureños. I see sureños as I see norteños. I see bulldogs. Whoa, 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 whoa. I see bulldogs as I see bulldogs. Shout out to the Bulldogs, bro. I grew up in a time when we had no funk with the Bulldogs. I never had funk with the Bulldog in my life, and I'm going to keep it that way. Plus, I'm a podcaster, fool. You guys making fun or trying to get at the podcaster is not gangster, bro. It's not gangster. Go get at these fools that are knocking down your homies in San Jose before you try to get at a podcaster. It's because it's easy to get at me. It's hard to get at them. And that's the truth. In the comments below, let me know if Tommy Gunz deserves a DP, if his gangbanging is lacking, and if he's done in this game. This is your boy Pocho One of the Chicano Podcast, and I'm out.